peeps, hello. My name is Candace Starr and you are watching Paranormal Justice. Today I'm going to be doing a channeling session with Keimani Latigue. Now I have done quite a few spirit box sessions with her, but I have never done a channeling session with her. So what I'm going to do is pick a focal point and tap in. I'm seeing lots of hearts, Wow, an abundance of hearts. I see her as a baby, a beautiful baby. I see her bouncing around. That's the feeling I'm getting, bouncing around. I feel like, hold on. You know, I'm getting a lot of mixed feelings. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm getting a lot of mixed feelings, and the feelings I'm getting, wow. This looks beautiful. It almost looks like the sky with hearts, like a bird flying, something like that. I don't know if you can see that. I feel not wanted. I feel, what can I gain from her as a child? So I don't know if there's checks involved or if they're actually like, I don't want to say this. This is an assumption. This is a feeling that I'm trying to narrow down. I don't know if this is a child being sold. I don't know if this is, oh man, I don't know if this is like, I'll watch her if I get paid. And like, there always has to be something attached for somebody else's benefit for Keimani to be in people's lives. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, ooh, that was deep. Hold on. Keimani has a lot of love for her mom. I understand. Wow. You know, when I was doing, when I was doing the spiritual reading on the grandmother, watching her interview, I noticed that the way everybody spoke about her mother, it gave me this feeling that I am far too familiar with. And what I wanted to know, you know, because everybody had no problem talking down on Keimani's mother. They were all okay with talking crap about her. And what I wanted to know, my only question, and I believe she just answered it, was how old was Keimani's mother? And she just told me just now, I heard she was very young. Okay, and what I'm picking up was not only was she very young, but the people she trusted took advantage of her. Okay, so I feel like maybe she was young and she wanted to make sure she did it right. So she asked somebody else to help her, you know, raise the child while she got her stuff together. And when she got her stuff together and came back, they were like, no, you can't have her type deal. Do you understand? And that's what I'm picking up now. Whew. Let's keep going. doing amazing, honey. Wow. So I'm seeing her at like 1, 2 years old, and I'm seeing her being pushed. I'm seeing her hair being pulled, and I feel like this is like being extremely rough. Doing her hair, I feel like there is this animosity that is being thrown towards Keimani as an itty bitty baby. She's like 1 or 2 years old in my mind's eye at the moment. I see beatings, like beatings, not I'm gonna pop you. No, I see beatings at this age, 1, 2 years old, 3, 4, 5, the whole time. Wow, the whole time beaten by the people she was forced to trust. That's a hard one to swallow. It came to a point, I feel in the last few years of her life, it kind of just jumped, but it's okay. It got really bad. There's this weird jealousy that I'm sensing that shouldn't be. A mother, a guardian, a parent should never have this feeling. It's like a third party feeling. This feels like I like this person. I see him keep looking at this person, and I'm mad at that person because the one I like is looking over there instead of over here. But that person, do you see what I'm saying? Okay, so allegedly, I see Keimani's grandmother, guardian, having there is some type of weird schmexual relationship here with Keimani's alleged father, allegedly. I have to say that until it's proven. Wow. Oh my goodness. It's okay, take your time. I think we're about to talk about him. She feels uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. You don't have to shut down. If you're not ready, we could do it a different time, okay? Whoa, okay, whoa. She's going so fast now, hold on. Oh my God, can we pause, please? Okay, so that was crazy. It was like, you ever seen somebody go, that's what just happened, I kid you not. Okay. What I just saw is damn there, but in my mind's eye, like a whole video of it, on what she said on an ITC. but it was like the full video play of it. And what I just saw, all right, here we go. I'm gonna try to. I feel like she's still giving me stuff. That's why I'm still like there. But hold on. So the first thing I see is grandma, right? Guardian, right? And there's like this extra cash being given on the side every month. Could be twice a month, but at least every month, right? And what this extra income is for Keimani, but not in the sense of I adopted you, I get a check from you. This is from her alleged, because I don't believe that's her actual father. I think that's something the grandmother told people so it didn't look funny, okay? But, whew, don't cry, hold on. She's getting paid for Keimani through the father, allegedly, okay? I see her setting up days where before bed, Keimani drinks something and she is knocked out, okay? I see him and he brings friends to the house, the grandma's house, the guardian's house, allegedly, right? Him and his friends come in and they go into Keimani's room, okay? On this particular day, Keimani woke up and saw him. They freak out. She gets hit. She's knocked out. This is where the whole Keimani called me. She thought somebody was breaking in. So I came over. So what happened was they was already there before that phone call. They, more than one person. They was already there. He calls himself. They never pinged his phone to see where he was when that phone call came in. He was there. They bring her down. They put clothes on the floor, but that's not her real clothes. Her real clothes has blood on them. And they put that in the grandmother's room, under the bed. The grandmother has now since removed them. They let her know about them. I see them taking her. She's not dead. She's unconscious. Taking her in his car, or a car. I don't know whose car. It's a vehicle. I don't know if it's a truck or a car, but it's a vehicle. She's on the floor in the back seat. So those clothes that were left that the grandmother walked in on and saw were not the actual clothes she had on at bedtime. That's something they pulled out of a drawer. They're panicking, both of them. They're like brainstorming with all these different ideas to say, to do, where to go, and they finally pick a destination and they bring her there. Now, the original plan, after, brainstorming on what to do, was to dump her in the water. But they were nervous because she had DNA under her nails. So then they were like, well, let's just cut her up. And they started to. And they couldn't go through with it because it was so gruesome. It was so gruesome. He's throwing up. He's vomiting. Leaving DNA everywhere in that destination they picked. They were going to remove her from there. They were going to do what they did there, and they were going to remove her again and dump her elsewhere in water. They didn't go through with it because they couldn't. It was that gruesome. They did her neck first. They did the neck first. It wasn't the hands. They did the neck first, then they did the hands. Wow. I'm so sorry, baby. At this point, 3 people are completely out their mind. I believe it's the 2 people that physically did this, and the 1 person that spiritually knows and physically knows what happened. I feel like this is a huge case of neglect. I feel this is a huge case of betrayal. I feel like nobody was truly in Keimani's corner. I feel like when she started going tomboy and dressing in baggy clothes is when she started being essayed. Okay, that's when she kind of made a change where she don't like guys, she likes girls, but it wasn't even like that. She truly didn't like girls like that. She just didn't want to be associated with what was happening to her. I do feel like she knew a few times it happened to her, but it's kind of like a subconscious feel. But that night was the first night she actually woke up and knew it was happening. Like before, I feel like it was just a subconscious thing that she felt maybe something was weird or off, or every time she's around, they're very touchy-feely and stuff like that. But the real assault she woke up one time with. Wow. This isn't something new. She's saying it wasn't new. They've been doing this to her. Very touchy-feely, very controlling. Keimani is so loved, and I just wish that she knew that love that we have for her before she left this earth. She knows it now, but I wish she physically had it. Because now she only telepathically has it. But it's still better than nothing, right? Whew. I'm gonna get going. This is like, I don't know if you can zoom in. But to me, it just looks like birds, balloons, maybe being released. I don't know if this is trees or I'm not sure, but I love you, babes. I do plan on doing Claudine Blanchard. It's just Claudine Blanchard's is going to be very long because she has been speaking to me for over a year. And I want to make sure that we get every message she has out. in all the details we can. So, with that being said, thank you for watching Paranormal Justice. I'm Candace Starr, and I love you, babes.